in my motor, revving my engine, chilling the AC till it's colder than a breeze in Alaska. Sunshine like the winter time just passed us. Watching for laws and jackers, cause you're too clean to be taken. I keep it tucked off in my clothes, you'll never catch me out your bucket naked. Fresh draws, them dead stock J's for the casket. Pressing up on these that owe me and I got to have it. Wake up and cake up cause it's only right. Soon as the sun go down, the freeze come out and they gon' dress in something tight. I'm trying to dig deep, ginger ale. Keep me in the zone all night long till the clock strikes 12. One more then I'm out of the front door on a mission like a Waffle House cook for the 247. Man, I'm just trying to get paid and make it what he's.
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go, and starting in this one, Corbin Burns. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing. You have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot. I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And the pitch. Jaron Duran now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And he deals. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The pitch.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man at first, Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. One run across in the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Foul ball. Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. That one ripped. Springer drop step going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A lot of bat-to-ball skill in this offense, Chris. Very tough outs all over the place, and they're sporting the best team batting average in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're good hitters, Boog, but I'll tell you from experience, when you're on the other side of the field, you look at these players and you just say, man, this team is lucky, because you feel like your team hits balls like that and they just don't find the holes that they seem to find. So I think it's a combination of being really good hitters, but also being lucky, and that's what this game is all about.
Andres Jimenez, the next to hit, takes outside. Burns. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact.
1-1.
And another ball.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
One down, base is empty. Not close with that one. Full count now. Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Here comes a 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Runner, take your base.
Batting 6.
Now it's J.D. Davis.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Runner on the move. And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez over at first with 1 away. Runner goes again. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. Runner on the move again. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Batting 7. The third baseman, Joey.
Here's Joey Gallo.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That's the ball.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
2 outs.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And now 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job in damage control right there. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now in Toronto. And pitching in this game, Kodai Senga. Senga, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Off the mark there. And 1-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there. Have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
At the belt and fires. And the ball evens the count.
It's a good take.
2-2.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That takes care of Springer. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there,
on the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. And Guerrero is set down.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Toronto. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Tomas Nido at the plate.
Tomas Nido.
Burns back to work. Bounce to the left side. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 10. Brenton
So digging in, Brenton Doyle.
this kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. The pitch. Out to short. In there safely.
The right fielder, number 16, Jarren Duran.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's already homered here in this one. Here goes the runner. In the air out to center. Squeezes it. The relay. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Now batting, shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr. At the dish now. He committed to play for the University of Oklahoma, where his dad went before the Royals changed his mind. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. Fly ball down the line, and that is Springer. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Jansen to hit.
The catcher,
Senga, 6'1" righty, 200 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about it. That's a good thing.
Here comes a pitch. That's to third. Gallo. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
1 down, base is empty.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. The Mets leading by 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. That misses, and the count is 1-1. And the right-hander deals. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. On to the third inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
The right-hander back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's outside.
1-1.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away.
The bat, number 4.
Here's a big power threat. Jorge Soler. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one is inside ball 1. That's inside. That one is absolutely belted. Springer drop step going back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That cutter low and away can be a really tough pitch. You have to stay within your mechanics and trust that you can get good wood to it. Well, he did right there. Really nice swing, and he was rewarded for it.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Walked his first time. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And a pitch. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, you know, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Now it's J.D. Davis. Runner on the go. Jansen's great throw. He's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Line drive, speared at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Addison Barger. And a pitch. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Bounced up the middle. Jimenez throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth.
Here's Kiermaier now.
Evan Kiermaier.
To the right side. Davis takes it himself, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. This to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
2 outs, runner at first. Zach McKinstry next up for the Blue Jays. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals, and he swings through that one.
0-2.
He goes down looking. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it. Back here at Rogers Center, out of the fourth. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. And here it comes. And that's outside.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Kicks and deals.
3-0.
And he walked him.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. And first offering is fouled off.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
0-1.
That's a ball.
Righty delivers. On the ground to third. Off balance feet. There's one. And it's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
2 outs, base is empty. Now, Brenton Doyle. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Senga back to work. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Clips the corner. 0-2 now. And it skips in the dirt. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Ball one there. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The shortstop takes a ball. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jansen in the box now. No balls and a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one in the air. Sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Mets 4 and the Jays nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, and here is Jarren Duran. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Corbin Burnes, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher now for the Jays, Mitch White. This is his 3rd time out this year. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
time. Stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
That one missing inside.
Hitter's got some good opposite
1-2.
field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can
2-2.
determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Nice job behind the plate there.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And the first
1-0.
pitch misses for ball 1. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Yimi Garcia getting ready to go. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. He pulls into second. A run comes in the play.
Now
that ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Man at second with 1 away. So up next for New York, Jorge Soler. And there's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
That to right. And that is Springer. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez up now for the Mets. Checks the swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hit hard. That gets through. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 6-0.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now the first baseman, J.D. Davis. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect. Man on second, 2 down.
Springer racing after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Righty to the plate. That one well upstairs. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
The first base.
And he deals. Ritz stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Digging in, Dalton Varsho. On the corner for a strike, 0-1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And another ball. Pitch misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away. 2 outs, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Addison Barger. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Barger, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
0-2.
The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Joey Gallo. White back to work. Ripped on a line to center. Kiermaier makes the grab, 1 down. Tomas Nido up now for the Mets. Not even close there. 1-0. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And stepping in is the speedy Brenton Doyle. Left field. Varsho drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Long throw for the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 6. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits.
Kiermaier.
And a pitch.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And the right-hander deals.
That's the ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
One out, bases empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Now batting, third baseman.
And next for Toronto, Zach McKinstry.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Left-hand hitter waits. That's
One
down
ball,
and in.
2 strikes.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Fires over to Davis. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Jarren Duran.
The right fielder, number 16, Jarren.
The pitch.
Duran.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Toronto's
Your ball,
bullpen
1
with
strike.
some action. Yimi Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Oh, 1 down. And that one ripped into right. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 7, short
Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby
getting ready to
Witt
hit.
Jr.
First offering. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Duran leads off second with nobody out. Out towards left center. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
2 out. Space is empty. Now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The pitch. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just missed.
1-0.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Out to short, Witt. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's 2.
The catcher, number 9.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6 hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was out front that
0-1.
time. Fought off foul. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Davis pulls it down, and the inning is over. New arm out of the bullpen, Yimi Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the Mets DH, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Varsho in and to his right. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
The first baseman, number 5,
J.D. Davis up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Jimenez over at second, 1 down. Line drive. Makes a nice running catch. Runner tags at second.
Now batting. Third
And
baseman,
now it's Joey Gallo. That one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. Now a screamer into the outfield. Varsho brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. And a swing and a miss there. Senga
0-1.
into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
And that one is in the dirt. It's 2-2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Outside, and it's 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Senga still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started. Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I gotta think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Fouled off left side. The Mets up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Struck him out without a swing. Fastball to letters froze him for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Doyle snags it on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Tomas Nido. The pitch. Swings through that one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And stepping in for New York, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
The 0-1.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
The 5-4-3 double play is a gem in baseball, and how can you not appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Garcia throw over. Duran back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the batter now, Bobby Witt Jr. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Bottom 9. Now for the Jays. Kevin Kiermaier. Right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
It's 0-1. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Zach McKinstry. He was late there. Strike one. Just
no, that missed. That's the ball.
Springer at first, 1 gone.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box. You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
1 strike away.
1-2
in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, what's amazing that he's just now about to throw his 100th pitch. I mean, that's something that he can be really proud of when this thing's over. That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
the Free Nationals.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York